whatever it takes. I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hi, and welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi, the Next Generation. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Holland, and today we're talking about Season 10, Episodes 31 and 32, Halo. And Kelsey, will you please read us the YouTube summary?
It is a long one today. I know, seriously. Wesley is ready for his date with Anya. He might be a little too excited when he unexpectedly gets a surprise in media immersion. I mean, that's one way of putting it. Jenna and Sav develop a romantic relationship while working on a duet for the Wishing Star Week. No. But things get complicated when Jenna makes her move and we find out that the romantic infatuation might only be one-sided. Jenna might be in over her head when she attempts to take on Holly J to win Sav in a battle she might already be losing unknowingly. Later in the class, Adam meets up with Fiona, who seems to complain about not wanting to go to the dance because she can't seem buy this new dress. Sure.
What?
That's literally what the sentence says. Fiona talks about how her New York parties were the best compared to parties thrown by the school. I'm literally reading this verbatim. Okay.
Wait. Fiona talks about how her New York parties were the best compared to parties thrown by the school. Yep. Okay.
Eli and Claire take Adam to a secret place of worship they found during their urban adventures. Those are two separate sentences. Adam compliments them.
Wrong compliment. They spelled it's compliment like complimenting an outfit.
Yep. Adam compliments them and thinks this is the perfect place for a party.
That was bad. That was almost wiki level.
That was insane.
Yeah, sure. I guess I don't know. I don't think I understand half of what was just said. But I guess we're prepared. The episode is called Halo, which is a 2008 song by Beyonce. I don't really know what it has to do with this episode.
I don't know.
Adam has Fiona on a pedestal and thinks she's an angel. I don't know.
Same with Wesley and Anya. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. What was the third one? No, it's just two. Oh, the Sav. Oh, God. I guess same with Jenna and Sav.
Yeah.
I don't know. This episode title was not the most well-named one.
No.
I don't know.
We open the episode with people with streamers
with
running
the
around.
Ribbons.
With ribbons, and then
with those, like, what is it called? Rhythmic gymnastics ribbons?
It just makes me think of Cadet Kelly.
I know, I was just going to say that. Or the episode of Lizzie McGuire when Hilary Duff was, like, doing rhythmic gymnastics with the ribbon dance.
What is with Hilary Duff and rhythmic gymnastics?
I think she must have, I guess she did it and worked it into everything. I don't know. I'm going to make a call out to Sean, who I know had a big Hilary Duff crush in his time. He was Snapchatting me how he found a Lizzie McGuire poster in one of the houses he was working in. And then we had a whole conversation about how he went to a Hilary Duff concert while he was 15.
None of this is surprising. Shouts out to friend of the show, Sean Quigley, who's going to be on an episode soon.
And he met her dog because he saw the dog running around with her people and knew that it was her dog. I can't remember how he knew, but he knew.
Oh my God, Sean.
So Sean, did Hilary Duff do rhythmic gymnastics? Please let us know. And then
there's
morning announcements.
Yeah, Holly J is doing some weird fairy tale riff.
And then Sav is puts on a storytelling voice that's and then the evil Mr. Simpson, da da da. I don't know. But they're throwing a Wish on a Star fundraiser dance thing to break the Simpson curse, I guess. I don't really know. And I'm another dance, really? But it sounds really lame because it's right after school for an hour and super chaperoned.
Which, honestly, I'm shocked that they're getting another dance at all.
I know. Also, that sounds like the middle school dances that happened at my school. And then I guess Jenna comes up to the table and is nobody likes me because I'm pregnant. And Sav wants to do a duet with Jenna at the dance, and she's like, oh, that sounds great. It's not like anyone was going to ask me anyway. And I'm like, why do you want to do a duet with Jenna, though?
Why? Either of you. I have only two fashion notes. They are Shantae's wings, are a time.
I wrote that down too. Shantae's wings.
And Anya's dress is weird, but does look good on her date with Wesley.
Oh yeah, like the tube toppy one.
Yeah, it looks
I think
really
those were
good.
literally my only 2 notes too.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Yep. Oh, and I liked Adam's like purple shirt and tie at the party.
It did look good.
It's like these uniforms are really like cutting down the fashion police, guys.
It's like shaving off at least 5 minutes per episode.
Seriously. But then oh my god, and then Jenna's like sitting down and complaining to Sav. She's like, I used to date the hottest guy in high school. I was on the cheerleading team, da-da-da. And I'm like, Jenna, do you realize you're sitting next to Sav, the actual hottest guy at your school? Casey is by no means the hottest guy at the school.
No, especially
what are
compared
you
to
talking
Sav.
about?
Come on.
And
she's like, and Casey won't go to prenatal class with me, and my brother can't make it, so I have to go alone with all the judgy moms.
And yeah, and I'm like, surprise, surprise, Casey's being a terrible baby daddy.
Of course. But Sav is like, give him a chance. He's like, he'll come around, which like,
And then cut to Casey and Drew like throwing shit in a hallway and hitting a freshman in her spine.
And then they're hitting on her.
Yeah.
And her name is Jess, and she, I don't know, has braces, I think. Unclear. Don't remember.
I don't know. And then like we see Eli and Claire like being gross, and then Adam like jumps up behind them and is like, suspended for PDA. It was really funny.
It was good. They were holding hands.
And
like they're helping him out with his Fiona stuff.
Yeah. So Adam wants to ask Fiona to the dance, and they're like, we'll help you. And then we're at Anya's locker.
And she has all these wishing stars taped to her locker because Wesley got them all for her.
And he asks her out on a date, and she's like, oh, yeah, like I owe you a date because of the auction. Like really swerving that. She's like, oh, I guess I have to, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
And
it's a
like,
dime.
this is awkward.
Like, she's so far out of his league.
Oh my god, so much. And like way older than him.
Yeah.
And then Casey is like half-heartedly checking in with Jenna, and it's really uncomfortable.
He's like, how you doing? She's like, I'm fine, thanks.
And then Shantae like delivers a wishing star to her, and she's like, what? Somebody sent me a wishing star? And it's very exciting.
And she immediately assumes it's Casey.
Yeah. And then we're with Fiona, who has like a million wishing stars.
Obviously, because she's Fiona. And she's talking about an East Village ball, which I'm pretty sure is not a real thing.
Yeah, with champagne fountains, which of course that's what she's all about.
This is also
I think
solidifying.
it's like an East Village artist ball or something.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I don't
totally
think that's
not real.
Also, it's solidifying my theory that based on my college experience, kids who grow up in Manhattan are weird.
They are weird. They're
It's
weird.
weird.
They like grow up too fast, but then are also just like stunted in other ways.
It's just bananas. I don't know. Kids who grew up in Manhattan are weird. Sorry.
And then
Jenna goes to this
my
lunch
God.
table. Oh,
it crashes
my
Casey's lunch table, and
is like heavily oversharing.
she's like, "Oh my God, thank you for sending me the wishing star. Like, I'm so glad that you're trying again. Like, will you please like." I was going to ask you if you wanted to go to the prenatal class with me. And he's like, yeah, sure. Like, kind of trying to, like, shove her away. She's like, oh, my God, thanks. I was really afraid to, like, ask you, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's just a lot.
And, like, everyone is
like,
staring
Jenna,
at him.
fucking take a hint.
Seriously. And everyone's, like, awkwardly staring. And I don't know if this Jess girl knew that Jenna was pregnant, because as soon as she mentions prenatal class, this girl's eyes open so big.
Yeah. And then she goes away, and
but
then
also like, hey, Casey, maybe don't date other girls while your pregnant ex is like hanging around school.
Yeah, and then she leaves, and Drew's like, so you totally didn't send her that wishing star, right? And he's like, nope, but who did? And
it's like, Casey, you don't get to be jealous while you're also being
you're being a fucking dick.
Yeah.
And then
oh my God.
And then Wesley's dream sequence.
Yeah.
Which it was really problematic, but also it was still Wesley, so I still kind of loved it.
Yeah. No, it was still like hilarious, but also insane.
So it's like the dream sequence is he's like at dinner with Anya.
And she's wearing this dress, and she
has like a wind machine on her.
And then all of a sudden she's in her Power Squad uniform, and then all of a sudden she's in a bikini.
Yeah. and eating like suggestive food, but like it'll like cut to her and she like winks at him, and then it cuts back to Wesley and he like winks at her, which is adorable.
So
and then
awkward.
like it cuts to her and she's like putting her hands through her hair, and then we see Wesley like put his hands through his hair.
Oh my God.
She like does her pom-poms and he's like, yeah. Like
It's so funny.
It's hilarious.
Suddenly he's not wearing glasses. Also, we never figured out what was up with those casts. They're gone now.
Oh, I forgot about the casts. I don't know what happened. And then he wakes up and he jizzes in his pants in the classroom, and it's gross.
So awkward. Just like has a wet dream in class.
In class, which like
That's some JT
that's
York
fucking
kind of
rough.
shit.
Yeah. This whole episode was like Spinner getting a boner, JT's penis pump, and JT's wet dream episode all in one.
It truly felt like kind of a throwback episode.
Yeah, it was like all of those. And then we're in like the library or whatever, and Sav and Jenna are they're in the music room because they've been practicing, and Jenna's getting super stood up by Casey.
Yep.
And Sav is just so fucking pretty. I just have to say
he's
that.
Beautiful.
He's so pretty.
He's beautiful. And he's also a really nice guy. So he's the one who sent her the wishing star.
Yeah.
Because she seemed sad.
She's like, you were sad and I felt bad, so I sent you the star. Which is like kind of blunt, but also very nice.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'll go to the prenatal class with you. And then we're there, and Sav is asking awkward questions at class. And then this teacher...
does stuff go back to normal?
He's like, I meant, like, your life. Like, school. And...
Does stuff go back to normal?
So, yeah, so the teacher's like, what are some of your fears? And it's like, I don't remember what other people say. And he's like, does stuff go back to normal? And she's like, oh, yeah, sex life or something, and writes it on the board. He's like, no, that's not what I meant. And then Jenna's like doing it alone, and she's like, okay, so you know what we do with these fears? We're not gonna let that happen. We're not gonna let that happen. I'm like, this is not good advice.
No,
It's just like all about denial.
Jenna has a very real problem.
Yeah, a very real worry,
Yeah.
which is what this whole thing. It's like, you know what we do with worries? We toss them out the window and we don't think about it. And I'm like, this is not good advice.
It's not going to help her.
Prenatal lady.
This is not going to help anybody. Also, she asks if Sav is the father, and Jenna's like, no, he's just a friend. And the teacher goes, we love friends here. So I was like, sure.
And then, like, Sav goes off with, like, the other dudes to, like, do some activity. And then Jenna starts talking with some other lady, and she's like, yeah, I mean, I'm not with, like, my baby's dad anymore, but I found someone new, and you just sometimes, like, you can't let that hold you back. I don't remember. She's like, things always end up working out in the end, like, giving her, like trying to, like, make her feel better, but then crazy Jenna is like, oh, I have an idea. I love Sav now, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm like, oh, God, Jenna, no. That's
Jenna,
not what that
is, like,
means.
this entire episode is just, like, the craziest,
Jenna-
most hormonal we've ever seen Jenna.
Jump into so many conclusions.
She's all
Got
over
a
the
little bit
place.
of pregnancy brain here.
She is all over the damn place.
And then we're with Casey and Drew, and Casey's like, I bailed on the prenatal thing. Like, I'm an asshole. And I'm like, yeah, you are.
Yeah,
And
and
then-
apparently Jess sent Drew a star.
Oh, right. And then, but he's like, but I still like her. I just don't want to be a dad. And then Drew was like, my only advice, it involves a time machine and a big box of condoms. I'm sorry, I can't help you. And then he runs away.
And then he runs away, but he's also, like, hysterically laughing because Drew is a dummy, and he cracks himself up.
And then, oh my God, then we're at lunch, and Wesley admits that he had a wet dream to a shocked Connor and Dave. They're like silent and stare at him for like 5 seconds, and it's hilarious. They're like,
so good.
what? He's
It's
like,
so
I got a
well
wet dream in
played.
class. And they're like,
Like, we don't know what to do with this information.
And then they are no help. They're like, I don't know how to help you on your. He's like, I don't want it to happen on my date with Anya. Like, what if she kisses me? Blah. And they're like, I don't know, dude.
But also, like, even Connor knows that Anya's not going to kiss him on this date.
Yeah, exactly. They both like laugh at the thought of that even happening. And then we're with, I guess they're setting up for the date.